Not much, man. What's up with you?
Laying here counting the minutes till I got to fly to Texas.
Going to WrestleMania, huh?
Going to Access, Hall of Fame, Mania, and Raw.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Got the complete package. I was actually talking to Jose about that. Jose, you're not going to the Hall of Fame.
I've been to it, the first one. I've been to 3 of them, and they were all boring. So
boring, man.
How could they? Yeah, they were boring. You sit there and, blah, 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 blah. The whole atmosphere is good, but it was just boring.
Oh, come on, dude. You got Rock. You had Rock last year. You've got Austin this year. Nah, come on. It's the Hall of Fame, dude. You got to go to the Hall of Fame. Give me a break.
I might see 12 rounds.
12 rounds. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So, Georgia, what's on your mind, man?
But the icing on the cake is when I come back from Texas, the draft is here in Atlanta.
Oh, really? So you're, geez, man. So you got the draft, yeah, Hotlanta. You got the, you're going to the draft and WrestleMania, man. Boy, that's. Wish I could be in your shoes.
What's on my mind most probably is the Matt Hardy Jeff Hardy match.
Matt Hardy Jeff Hardy match. Yeah, no doubt. What the leaks for? I keep saying.
The leaker said Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Did it say Jeff Hardy? Yeah, is that what it said? See, I don't know. That's a tough call for me, man. Jeff Hardy, I mean, that's one of the matches. I know we're going to do predictions here in just a little bit, man, but that's one of the matches where I'd say you'd have to put Jeff Hardy over, right? I mean, Jeff Hardy is the bigger name over on SmackDown. I would say put Hardy over, and then I'd say I think Jeff Hardy's coming to Raw, to be honest with you. During the draft, I think he goes over to Raw. I think Matt stays on SmackDown. I think a lot of big names from SmackDown are going to come over. Names such as The Undertaker, Rey Mysterio will go to SmackDown, but names as The Undertaker. You know what? Actually, next week I kind of talked to you about this, Jose, but next week we're going to have our post-WrestleMania show next Tuesday, right? And then on Wednesday, I believe it is, we're going to do back-to-back shows next week. I was going to announce this later tonight towards the end of the show, but back-to-back shows next week. So we're going to do our normal Tuesday night show from 7 to 9 Eastern Time next Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we're going to come back probably at the same time, 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Might even be Thursday. I'm going to put a notice out on the website, but we're going to do a draft special separately because it's just way too hard. Next Tuesday, we're going to have to run down both WrestleMania and Monday Night Raw, and then the draft is the following week. So to do all 3 of those in a 2-hour show is just, I mean, it's way, way, way too much. So we're just going to do Raw and WrestleMania next Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, we're going to do our annual draft spoiler show where we're going to give you guys some draft spoilers. We did it last year. It was our biggest WZR Radio show ever in the history of WZR Radio. So we're going to do it again, likely next Wednesday. Callie, you are live on WZR Radio. What's up, man?
Yeah, 2 quick questions.
Yep.
First, I read on some different sites that I think Dory Funk wanted, or the Funks or whatever, wanted Bret Hart to nominate them in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
But supposedly Vince or whoever said, no, Dusty Rhodes.
Yep.
I mean, if all people Bret Hart accepting to come back to WWE only for the Hall of Fame, wouldn't you say, oh, sure, and say Dusty maybe next time? I mean, because you have Dusty signed to your company, so you can have Dusty do somebody else rather, and I'll take Bret Hart because let's say next year, another Hall of Fame might say, well, damn, man, I said yes this year and you turned me down, so now you want me again? He might not want to do it. What do you think about that?
That's true. I think WWE had it set in stone that they wanted Dusty Rhodes. And as far as Bret, I mean, I know Dory actually said that he contacted Bret, and Bret agreed to do it. Bret had agreed to do it and said, yeah, I'll come. I'll do it. Everything will be fine. But it's WWE's call. And I don't know what that says about WWE's relationship with Bret Hart at the current time. Maybe they want to save Bret for somebody bigger, maybe somebody like, I don't know if he would do it for Michaels. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the Shawn Michaels stuff where he's been open to having Bret do it. But, I mean, Bret in interviews, even within the past year, still holds a grudge on Shawn and Vince for that. So, yeah, it's interesting, man, to it's an interesting thought, and to be honest with you, I really don't have an answer as to why they would take Dusty Rhodes over Bret Hart. Do you have any reason for that, Jose? Any thinking, logical thinking?
I mean, you guys pretty much covered it. I'm sure that Vince had someone in mind to introduce a legend like Dusty Rhodes in the same era, I think, and that's probably what they wanted to maintain that level, is to bring in one legend to bring another old school legend in, rather than bringing a Bret Hart in. I mean, I can see a Bret Hart, let's say, for instance, a Shawn Michaels, because it's kind of like in the same era. So, I mean, that's only my only guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. And one more question, kind of ratings. People keep saying, like, the ratings are falling Raws. This is what I would do. Do you think Vince would ever, like, in the old days, how he had the little invasion with the original ECW, because originally I think he liked them, supposedly, and he wanted to see them succeed? Wouldn't it be good if you had, like a Jerry Lawler go to, like, a ROH or something like that, and maybe go there and beat one of the wrestlers up, or you doing like invasion there? So this is supposed to be our new threat, ROH or something, and then in retaliation have like a Nigel McGuinness or somebody come to Raw or SmackDown and beat somebody, like something like that. So it's two positives, because not only are you helping out like a ROH company, but their fans might watch your show because they might want to see what Nigel McGuinness or other wrestlers are doing, are going to do, So why won't Vince do something like that again for maybe ratings or whatever other reason you think?
Jose, you go ahead and take that. I have no idea what just happened. Out of nowhere, my screen went black and my computer just shut down on me. So I have no idea. I was trying to get that fixed. So, Jose, you take that question, and let me try to work on getting my stuff back here.
The reason why that will never happen is the WWE's approach is, what do we get out of it? We don't really get anything out of it except promoting another wrestling organization and putting them on a map. So the reality is they're not going to be sitting here and saying, let's do an ECW. Paul Heyman had a tie with WWE and with WCW at that time, chopping down under WWE's neck. Then, they reached out to Paul Heyman and worked out an ECW angle, which, again, benefited the WWE because they brought in a hot commodity like ECW. Right now, they're lucky that they can get ECW brand itself over, let alone trying to bring anything else from the outside into the WWE world.
That makes sense. All right, that's all you guys think.
All right, thanks, buddy. I am still working on getting this back. I have no idea. I have no clue. Road. I don't know what it just went completely black, and then it just shut down on me. I'm trying to get all my stuff back up here. All right, we're back. All right, let's take another phone call. Caller, you are live on WZR Radio here on WZROnline.com. What's your name and where are you from?
Hey, I'm Marco from New York, and wouldn't it be a dream if Owen Hart was inducted into the Hall of Fame?
It's going to happen. It'll happen at some point. Not this year, obviously. Would you say next year, Jose?
I think next year, and that's probably one of the reasons why they're holding Bret Hart, because I think he would be the one to be inducted.
That's very true. That's very true. To answer Callie's question as to why Bret Hart hasn't been brought in, I would expect at some point Owen to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and they would save that for that. Let's take one more call, Alan22 from the live chat room, and then we'll run down WrestleMania and give our predictions. Alan22, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Alan in the